Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this super short video, I just want to cover the real visa interview experience of one of our clients. Luckily, she did get her visa pretty easily, but she was asked some interesting questions and that can give you some insights on what are visa officers thinking this particular season so that you can be more prepared for it. So if you're going for your visa interview anytime soon for fall 2025, then I hope this video will help you. I will cover the interview experience on the other side of this intro. Keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I had recorded the full visa video and then this breaking news came out on Tuesday night. So I'm adding this new section to talk and analyze this breaking news. So number one, what is the breaking news? It is that Trump administration is halting and any new student visa slots will not be available now. Number two, what is really going on? So Marco Rubio, who's the US Secretary of State, he has said or given an instruction to all the consular offices out there that they should not be adding any additional student or exchange visitor visa appointments. This affects F, M, and J visa category slots. So no new appointment slots will be available. Why is this happening? The reason they are giving is that they are adding some capability for social media vetting and screening of these candidates. So until they figure out the operations part of it, how they are going to do it, so until then they will not issue new slots. Now this is interesting. So I have been saying in all my previous student visa interviews that you should keep your social media clean. And so I'm not really surprised with this news. This government is paranoid about your activism or political activities, and they don't want to give visas to anybody who has been anti-Trump, pro-Palestine, or showing anti-Semitic kind of comments. So they are going to just like filter out those candidates, and instead of dealing with them once they come on campus and they create some ruckus out there, so they think that like the best approach is to not even give visas to those people. So that is what is going on. It remains interesting to see how exactly they are going to do it, because it's not easy to do it operationally. Like I know AI is fairly advanced. It can do a quick screening of your social media and point out any red flags. But how will they make sure that this is the authentic social media account of this particular candidate? How are they going to match it? And how are they going to really validate what's true or what is just fake information or somebody misposting or things like that? So I think that is what they are trying to figure out in their backend systems. And once they do out, they will roll this out. This update will come out and then they will resume the activity. So that is what is going on. Number three, who does this impact? So this impacts people who have not scheduled their visa slots yet. Okay, so now you have to wait and watch until this new system gets rolled out. Maybe it could mean changes to DS-160 form also, who knows. So once that news comes out, then you will be able to then book the fresh new slot. So this definitely introduced delays in your plan. So you have to stay patient and keep calm. There is no need to panic, and definitely don't vent out or rant things on social media, because that's exactly what they are waiting for. So just stay patient, stay quiet, and take it one day at a time. This does not impact people who have already scheduled their appointment. So in our group itself, many students have appointment scheduled for first week of June. That will go ahead as planned. Those slots are not cancelled as of now. Okay, so this is what I know right now, but we'll see what happens. So just hang in there, fingers crossed that those at least appointments will go ahead as planned. So if you have nothing in your social media history, you should not be worried. But yes, there would be delays. So just stay patient. Don't do any short-sighted ranting on social media at this point of time. Just stay sane. So I think this is the update. I will of course keep posting if anything else happens in next few days or few weeks. But until then, just stay calm and proceed as planned. And now let me resume our original video in which I am talking about the real student visa interviews. Do leave your comments below. I'm going to read them once we post this out. Thanks and keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're liking the information, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It really helps me. Okay, so we are talking about F1 student visa interviews today, and I know everyone is preparing for their fall 2025 interview. So this particular client, she has got an admit from Dartmouth MEM program, and she went to Chennai consulate for her visa interview, and these are some of the questions that she was asked. Well, she was of course asked which university are you heading, what major are you heading for, what do you plan to do after your masters, and then she was also asked what was your major in your bachelor's. Okay, so just hold on to this thought. Other than that, she was also asked, like, do you, have you been to US before, because she did have another visa on her passport. And also she was asked, like, does she have family members in the US. Overall, she said the environment was pretty conversational and she was able to get her interview pretty soon. So that's the good news. But let's look at a couple of questions here that caught my eye. And one is, of course, what do you plan to do after your masters? I've been talking about it over and over again. This question is very, very tricky and you have to get it right. I've done full video on this previously. Do watch that. But the point is, you don't want to talk about trending fields or this will help me land a job or something like that. You have to answer why this program makes sense for you academically and how does it position you for your career growth after the masters. After that, the other question that caught my eye was what has she studied in her bachelor's. Now, this is not something we used to see in the previous years, but I think at least in 2025 what we are noticing is that visa officers are really scrutinizing your story. Does it make sense? And especially if you're switching branches, then you have to have a very convincing story that why did you study that and now why do you want to study this program. So you prepare this answer carefully. Now, even though MEM is not technically switching branches, it's like a techno management program, it's a graduate level program, so people come from all sort of backgrounds, but still they asked her this question because they wanted to understand that, oh, what were you thinking before about your career and why does MEM make sense for you right now. So this is still, I think, easy to understand, but if you are making a big switch, something like mechanical to comp science or something like software to hardware or vice versa, then I think you have to prepare this answer really well. They have to feel convinced that you're really going for the right reason and not just switching fields in order to find a job. Okay, now I'm going to show you another very interesting interview, and this was shared by one of our audience member on Instagram. So this person went to Delhi consulate on 20th May and they were admitted for MIS program at Stevens Institute of Technology, and these are the questions that were asked to him. So here, as you can see, I've highlighted in red some of the very interesting questions, like why did you choose only these universities when there are over 4,000 good universities available? So not just Stevens, but overall his choice of universities that he applied to. So you should also be mentally prepared to answer what are the other universities that you applied to, right? Then why Stevens specifically? And this is obviously because Stevens is slightly lower ranked, and again, a lot of people go there just for the location advantage, so they want to make sure that, like, you are excited about the program, not just going for the location and job reasons. Another interesting question I find is, like, how much they went into his background. So not only just are you currently working, what kind of research are you conducting, explain your research, and then look at these 4 questions. Then why didn't you choose to pursue MIS at this university itself? Can you explain what machine learning is? What are some examples of ML algorithms? Can you briefly explain how they work? It sounds like they are really not trusting any candidate right now, and you have to back everything that you say. You have to be able to answer it convincingly, back it up, that yes, you know the stuff you're talking about and you're not just making things up, and also you're going for the right reasons. So, I mean, very, very interesting. These interview stories are telling me what I already felt is true, that Trump administration does not trust anybody. So yes, your story has to be impeccable. Now I'm going to talk about one more interview, and this person went to Kolkata and they are going to attend NYU Tandon School. So 2 questions here that, like, that we know are going to be asked, but yes, again, so why have you chosen to pursue your masters at NYU Tandon? And interestingly, this person mentioned that, like, they have updated syllabus. So as soon as they said that, the visa officer again asked him, what do you mean updated syllabus, right? So they can cross question anything. You have to like really know what you're saying. You can not just blabber any random thing at that point of time. And also he grilled him on the finances, because yes, NYU Tandon is one of the more expensive universities. So they said, so your parents are going to be funding a big chunk of the total amount, won't that be a problem? So if it's the case with you also, that somebody is sponsoring you, your parents, or you're taking a huge loan for this, you have to be able to convince them that it's financially okay, you will be able to manage it, right? So yes, so very, very interesting questions. I hope this again gives you some idea of what to expect when you walk into your visa interview. And if you want some sample answers to these, then do leave a comment below. We will try to share some more sample answers on how to answer these kind of questions for fall 2025 visa interviews next time. So yes, do leave a comment if you have any other questions or observation about this interview story. So overall, I would say that yes, make your story should be really strong. It should be well rehearsed in your head, and like you have to tell it confidently to the visa officer. Other than that, yes, please stay away from any sort of political opinion, comments. Don't post anything on the social media that makes you look like a left or right wing person. You know what I mean, right? So just stay away from all of that. Just focus academically, that I'm going there for academic reason. This will help me gain the right set of knowledge, and this is how I'm planning my career. So it really helps me with that, and have a story about eventually that you can build your career back in India or anywhere in the world, not just fixated on job hunt, or especially not job hunt in US, right? So just do look at all those things, and I'm sure you will do well. The good news is that we are hearing relatively easier visa interviews this time, so more of approval stories. It's not a bloodbath like we saw for spring 2025, so that's the good news. But yes, do stay cautious, because as we advance into this season, rejects might start piling up. So no matter how good of a university you are heading to, your story is important. Please prepare it. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment below. Do you have any suggestions or requests for other kind of videos for future? Then do let me know in the comments. I will see you guys next time with a fresh new video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.